My life growing up, I feel like I had a somewhat sort of simple childhood because of the way I internalize things now. So I look back at it and think that like everything I went through as like a kid is what shaped me into the person I am now. So you can only like be grateful for things like that. So I wouldn't say that I had a hard life. I say that like people who had a hard life, like they're not here. Like I'm here. So I'll say that like, I ain't had it easy, but I ain't had it that hard. So yeah, that's what I'll say.
What about your parents?
My parents, so my father passed 2 years ago, but I didn't find out until a year after it happened. And my mom, like me and my mom are best friends. Like we're more like sisters in the aspect because like she's young still. So it's kind of like, okay, and she had us like at a young age, and like the stuff that we talk about is like abnormal for like, if you think, for like a mother and daughter to like talk about, because usually you hide stuff from your mom, but like she knows all my business. She knows everything. She probably knows my social security number better than me. So shit, I mean, yeah. So that's my mom. Like that's my best friend, and that will always be my best friend. So yeah, we're close. But my parent dynamic, I didn't really see them interact like that. Like I've seen him from like distances and things like that, but like I'll say my dad was a pretty cool character from what was told to me, and he was weird and quirky like me. So I think that's where I got it from. Yeah. So those are my parents.
Your mom lives out here with you?
Yeah, she lives out here with me. It was her idea to come here. Cause she used to run back and forth, and like I guess she used to like the party, so we came out here, and honestly I'm really thankful for the opportunity to live out here because like look where I am now, guys.
And then what's your nationality?
My nationality, I'm Black and Salvadorian.
Salvi.
You already know.
Your sister told you I'm Salvadorian too.
Really? Hey, that's what's up. Oh my God. Cousin.
Right? For real. Hey, you never know.
Cousins, you never know.
So how's Vegas treating you so far?
Vegas so far, okay, I used to be like a Vegas hater. It's like, I want to go to California. But it wasn't up until like 2 years ago where I actually started like to like it. So yeah, and I'll definitely say Vegas definitely opened up some doors for me. Like there's a lot of new opportunities being thrown at me. And I mean, you can only really thank God, but also the place you live is what you make it. So like it's also the people you hang around. It's like the type of person you are, like your morals and like the content of your character. It also makes the environment like it's dependent on like you and like the people you surround yourself with. So yeah, I'll definitely say Vegas is treating me well.
That's good. So me and your sister were actually talking about like how you guys being afro Latinas. So it's kind of like a sticky situation.
Yeah.
Either you're hated or you're liked, and then like just tell me about that.
So I always said like I always had like this thought in my head, like this theory of my own, like I'm too Black for the Hispanics, but I'm too Hispanic for the Black people. So I look very androgynous like when it comes down to my race. So people are always like, I know you're Hispanic, but what else are you? But it's weird because like that's usually what people see first. But when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I'm Black. Like that's what I see myself as. But I also embrace like the Latina side of me because that's also what shows up to people. Like there's been incidents where I said like the N-word at work and people will be like, you can't say that. And I'm like, but I'm Black. And like this goes on this whole loophole. Like I gotta show off my mom, my grandparents, and all this other stuff. But like when I'm around like the more of like Hispanic group, they're always like, oh, like you're Black. Like they deny me of like me being Latino or like Hispanic. So it's always like, give or take, there's always like some type of battle between like, oh, I have to prove like I'm Hispanic to my group of people, then I also have to prove that I'm Black to what I feel like I look like most. So yeah, and like also with like hairstyles, like I've been told that you can't wear that hairstyle, and it's kind of like, oh, but I'm Black, guys. Like you can wear this hairstyle. That's 9 times out of 10 like it's the reason why I have my hair straight all the time. So it looks appropriate to people because I always get people like in social media, like especially TikTok, y'all go look at my comments, like people are always like, your hair can't be that way, you're Hispanic, you're this and you're that. And I'm just like, guys, it's hard to prove yourself to people. It's really hard. So I just leave it as that. Whatever you think I am, I am. I could be a zebra. I don't care. I could be a zebra.
Has it always been like that though?
Always, especially growing up. Like, because the way my natural hair looks, it's kind of like, okay, I know you're something, but what are you exactly? So it's always been like that thing. Like even teachers have gone out their way to ask a 3rd grader, what is your nationality? Because I've always looked very different. So especially like kids are mean too. Like growing up, kids were mean as fuck. So it's kind of like, damn, like they would say some really off the wall shit to me, and it's kind of like, dang. And then like I dealt with like this thing like with my own identity where it was kind of like, damn, what am I even, like what, like how do I come off, you know? Because like you can't please one or the other, so you can only really be yourself. So I realized that from a young age. Yeah. Kids are mean.
Oh man, that's the crazy part. We're all human. Well, you know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's wild to me.
Yeah, very.
And then, how did you get into modeling?
Modeling, I don't know. Growing up, I've always heard like the same stuff. Like people are like, wow, your facial features and this and that and this, and then like also from family, like you look at models now and they all have like very exaggerated features, like huge foreheads, big eyes, freckles, gap teeth, and freaking unibrows and shit. And then it's kind of like, okay, but like I remember my cousin from like an early age told me like, wow, you'd make a great model because of the way your head shape is and this and that. And I always thought like, damn, do I look weird enough to be a model? But no, I feel like I look pretty fucking normal. But yeah, I mean, once you hear something enough, you just kind of just gotta give it like a, oh, okay, well, I'll try it. And that's what I did when I met you. I was like, you know, who we shall not name, Voldemort, asked me to like come out and do the shoot, and I did it, and honestly really enjoyed it. And I was like, damn, I really love the camera. Like, I like when the attention is on me. I like when that flash goes off. So yeah, I was like, maybe this is something I could get used to. And then after, you know, our thing, people start hitting me up like, oh, we should do this, we should do that. And I'm like, shit, I'm down. Like, I like the camera. But yeah, I would say that's definitely how I got into it, was that opportunity that was granted. And like, I don't know, I've always been like into things like fashion and photos and things. Like, y'all know I can't stop taking pictures of myself or posting them. So yeah.
So was that what your actual, like one of your first photo shoots then?
One of my very first photo shoots ever. That was the one we did, the lowriders, very first. And I was so nervous, guys. Oh my God, my heart dropped when he was like, all right, your turn. I was like, wait, I know I asked, but really? I was like hoping, like, you know, I was in the background, forget about me. I was like hiding behind the speaker. I was like really nervous. I don't know if you guys see my eyes, like in the photo. I was fucking nervous. But I had, like, the way the photos came out were amazing. Like, I was like, oh my God, I look like a movie star.
Thank you, appreciate that. And then the crazy part too, it was just like, it was quick.
Quick as fuck.
I think it was less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, and we got so many photos in,
and
like so many. Yeah.
I'm trigger happy.
You were like, you were like, okay, pause, yeah, keep
and then
going.
Plus it was hot that day, and then the crazy part, I couldn't, like I told your sister, I couldn't see my screen.
Oh yeah, and you were like all like this.
Yeah, I was like literally like this, and then like, it was just hot. I was like, dude, I hope these pictures.
But they came out fantastic. Like the way the light from like the blue car was shining. The sun was doing its thing though. Like, man, that day was amazing. Definitely like a day I will always remember. For sure. And
then plenty more to come.
Plenty more to come. I can't wait. Y'all gonna have some shit.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned, guys.
What do you see yourself doing in the near future?
In my future, I just see myself with a shit ton of money. That's what I see myself doing. I just see myself being rich. Cause like, you know, I be stacking it up or whatever. And I just see myself like being happy. You can only really levitate, like you can only really like elevate, honestly. Like I always say, like, if you ever hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up, and you can only keep building yourself. If it takes for you to hit rock bottom again, you know it's not for you. So like always do shit like you feel like it's for you, for sure. I see myself being happy. I'm always a really happy individual. Can never be negative. So I just only see myself elevating from the person I am now upward. I don't know what my profession would be. I just do a whole bunch of other shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm well-rounded. I wear many hats, so it's like, you know.
That's right.
Like, I wear many hats, so it's like, okay. Yeah, so I see myself being happy.
That's right.
With money, maybe like a few more cats. Who knows? I got 4 already.
So you got 4?
Yeah, the cat distribution system is like hitting me crazy. So yeah. Yeah, so I see myself with a few more animals.
Do you still see yourself doing a lot of modeling?
Yes. I love the camera. It's something like, people be like, I'm shy. Like, oh, I'm shy too. That's why like people who knew me before this era that I'm in now knew that like I didn't really post like that. Like post pictures. So people like see me be more active now. A lot of people are like, dang girl, you're really growing into your own. And I'm really happy for that. I used to be very like off, you know, like not really doing much. Like I'll give you guys a little something, but like, yeah. And I feel like it's helped my confidence a lot. Like I've been cocky, but it's only made me like, you know, and being cocky is not a bad thing. You know, you do shit, oh well. But you know, like you can only like build up from there. So I definitely see myself modeling. It's like being on stage, like something else comes over and it's kind of like boom, pow, and like you're posing and you just feel like you're the best person you could be. You're the best version of yourself when that camera comes on. That's how I describe it. So yeah, that's something that will never stop, ever. Yeah.
What you got in the works?
Oh, so I got some stuff in the works. So like me and my girl Julie, we're gonna do like this Courtney X Megan Fox like Skims type deal. If y'all know what those pictures are, just look it up on Google. But we're gonna do something inspired by that. Me and my sister have a lot of shit coming before she goes to Korea. And I have a lot of shit coming myself. I like to experiment with like different looks. Like, I don't know, I like to experiment with different themes and aesthetics because I feel like you can never really be one. You always gotta like branch off because you never really know what's for you out there. So you gotta test all waters. So yeah, I'm dipping my feet into some new experimental stuff. But y'all know I dance, so y'all gonna see some stuff like that, like showing off muscle and things like that. But yeah, you're gonna see a lot. Mm-hmm.
So your sister got you into dancing?
Yeah, I'll definitely say she was the one to start it. The girl knew how to moonwalk at like 5 years old, so I was forced to learn every fucking thing she knew. So it was kind of like, okay, and then it was more so her thing, and I was more so like in the background like, woo, but then she was like, no, you're gonna join too, and then you're gonna support me, but we're gonna support each other. So I started getting to that, and I realized that I was really good. So I was like, okay. And again, if you hear something enough, it's kind of like, okay, you just gotta try it. So dance is something I've never stopped doing, ever. No matter what form it's in, I've never stopped doing it. And I will never stop. Y'all see me 99 years old dancing. I don't care. Really
That's
though.
Right, you know, definitely
yeah.
passionate. I don't know, do you feel like you want to add anything else?
Anything else?
Because this one I wanted to keep it short, you know, simple, you know, and then just to get it out there.
Yeah. I'll add something else. I think you already know what I'm talking about. I will say this vaguely. Watch who the fuck you hang around. I kid you not. People will come out the fucking blue. That's like somebody throwing a curveball out of the audience with the most foul shit. Definitely watch who the fuck you hang around and who you surround yourself with, because you would think somebody is supporting you and for you, but the moment they feel like they get that you're getting more attention than they are, when really it's equal across the board, like that's when you know, like, bitch, I can't fuck with this person. Like, and me, I will never stop being the person I am, and I am a force to reckon with. So that's just for all y'all to know. Like, I'm here to stay, and I don't give a fuck ever. So yeah, I'm that bitch. Point blank.
You guys heard that first.
Y'all heard that first, people. So yeah, that'll be that. That's my food for thought. Word of the day.
So definitely, hey, I want to appreciate, thank you, and I really appreciate you being here.
Of course.
And then hopefully soon we get to do round 2.
Round 2, you already know I'm gonna talk my shit every time. You already know.
All right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make sure I put your IG on it, and then everything, and then we're good.
Vegas,
right.
baby.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a wrap.